So, do you bring your friends up here?
I haven't got many friends.
Oh, sorry.
People pass me in the street. They see me, but they try to ignore me. They prefer I wasn't part of their city.
Yeah.
I wasn't always like this, you know.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. For the last 70 years, there's been a systematic op against men in society to denigrate, humiliate, demoralize, and ultimately replace the men who hold up Western civilization. The obvious reaction to that is going to be that men are going to be pissed off at that system. They're going to be angry. They're going to react. It's in our nature. It's actually what testosterone is made up of. And now it's called the manosphere by sniveling libs who've decided to make documentaries about it on Netflix. It goes like this.
During the day, I like to start my day off working out.
Who are you talking to?
What, do I not talk to this? Don't talk to him. Talk to you.
We're not on social media now.
Netflix, like, oh, we're not on social media.
What would you say is the message?
I coach boys how to make money,
Wow, this is a nice spot.
how to be outside the system, how to be proper guys.
Shut up or nut up.
Would you see me that way? Did you look at my arms?
The stature's not saying too much.
I was entering the manosphere.
Okay, you wonder why we, you wonder why we keep winning. No young man is going to want to be this person right here. No young man is going to want whatever this is. I'm not saying this is great. I don't know who this guy is. We'll get into that in just a second because this guy just pissed off Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan stormed off his show. But whatever this is, like everything tells you, everything in your genetic code tells you this is weakness. This is conquered. This is cucked. Skinny, noodle arm, fat belly, weakling, limp-wristed, just embarrassing, right? Feminine energy, that is not a man. And that's ultimately the problem here. So this whole documentary is sneering at the reaction to them demonizing masculinity. Also, this guy can't even keep the same hair color the whole time. Look at this. Look at that. He's dyeing his hair. How humiliated are you about who you are? Again, you can see why this ecosystem exists because of the way they have tried to denigrate and dehumanize men in society, and then ultimately replace us, with women, right? To over-feminize, estrogenate all of society, and it's been a disaster. The entire operation has been a disaster. This is why Andrew Tate exists, Sneeko, whatever you want to call the manosphere. Anyway, the point is that this documentary caused Piers Morgan, go on Piers Morgan's show, don't got anything personally against Piers Morgan, but caused Piers Morgan to book one of these dudes on his show. The guy who's featured in the documentary. His name is H.S. Furtaki. His TikToky. He's got 174,000 followers. He makes TikToks. And he has, Lamborghinis and stuff. And I've never watched his content. I've never heard of this guy, but he's a dude who makes videos on TikTok. So he's, he's on vacation, whatever. Piers Morgan had this guy on his show. And he walked off the show because this guy kept bringing up Piers Morgan's wife. We'll get to that in just a second. I hate doing this kind of stuff, but it's on the internet, so it is what it is, okay? People who lead public lives get criticized, and people often criticize Piers Morgan and his wife. Her name is Celia Walden. She didn't take his last name. She made an Instagram fixated on another man's penis. She has maybe this is just more of a critique of how creepy and weird Hollywood and the people who hang out in Hollywood are, how strange their lives are to the rest of us. Piers Morgan's wife, self-proclaimed loose woman. Okay. People go through her Instagram and saying that she takes lots of photos with, other men. And this is generally the criticism. Here she is with a pool boy, wanted, no experience needed. Taking sort of humiliation photos of Piers Morgan. yeah, it's, like, right. It's like not exactly what you'd want to see. Certainly not what I'd want on my wife's Instagram. But yeah, this one's Hollywood, and it's a photo of like the literal pool boy who's washing her car. Celia Walden, Piers Morgan's wife, seemingly wants other men than her husband. The evidence speaks for itself. Okay. Well, Piers Morgan. People say that he's being made an ass of on social media. He was called out to his face. And, well, then this happened.
Maxwell,
Harrison,
you have a clear problem with it.
No problem.
Sir. You compare me to Myron and all the others in this homophobic, misogynistic, whatever world. I'm comparing you to Epstein then, because you're in his files.
Harrison.
Exactly.
You're making yourself look an even bigger idiot than you did on the Netflix show.
Oh, really? Really? Yes. To people like you, sir, I don't mind that. You make yourself look like an idiot every single day when your wife is at home posting pictures that you're out and she wants to get used like a toy by a big black man who is cleaning her car. Is that why you have a problem with me? Is that why you're pushing this homophobic narrative? Because I'm the big black man that shagged your wife while you are on holiday. Okay? We can all have a push and a shove, sir. Let's go back to talking about the documentary and less of the homophobia.
Do you know what? Here's what I think about you. I watched the documentary. I think you're a fucking idiot. I think you're a sexist, misogynist, homophobic twerp who got exposed in a global way by Netflix, by Louis Theroux, for what you are. You're a little half-wit, and you'll make your little followers
don't get rattled.
Have a little laugh
don't get
and everything
rattled.
else. But I don't see any point wasting. There's
50 more things that we can have a stupid back and forth and try and one-up each other.
I don't
Just
care
talk
about
to me
your silly
normally.
insults.
Talk to me normally. Talk to me normally.
I don't care about your silly insults.
But what do you mean you don't care? What do you mean you don't care? What I said is facts. I have a picture of it. I can flip it around and show you right now.
I couldn't care less about your silly little insults. It's like a 2-year-old. Why would I care?
A 2-year-old? A 2-year-old? Listen, sir, I don't know why you come on and you talk like you're holier than thou. As soon as you're away,
all right, let's end this.
Applications are open.
All right, let's just
that's your ting, bro. That's your girl.
Let's end this, please.
Cooked.
You know what? I'm not doing this. Sorry, guys. It's pointless.
Well, Piers Morgan storms off his own show. He slams the manosphere dude, showing a picture of his wife. Piers Morgan ends his show. Presumably went for a curry. Piers Morgan rage quits after the connection between Epstein and his wife. Streamer makes Piers Morgan rage quit his own show. Yo. Piers Morgan has dramatically stormed off shows before. He dramatically stormed off his Good Morning Britain show. It is what it is. We're all human beings after all. Sometimes there's just like too much going on. He got his jabs in, calling him an effing idiot, but then he lost the fight. Guy got under your skin. I mean, I don't know, man. People in Hollywood are weird. Piers Morgan crashes out on his own show when interview escalated, storms off. Guest responded by showing an image of Piers Morgan's wife. I mean, you've got to just assume that that's gonna happen. And if you're gonna run an insult show where people get called out, then you got to assume that eventually it's going to flip back on you. You know, I do Piers Morgan's show regularly, and it's like this, the entire show is just this like ad hominem. You know, I'm sitting there getting screamed at by left-wing streamers, screaming every conspiracy theory or every insane Reddit thread on me ever. And you just gotta sit there. You know, it's like, it's what you do. It's what happens on the internet. It's what happens. So you got to be able to roll. I mean, the best that you can ask for, frankly, is good faith argument on like the issues. But in some segments, you ain't going to get that. Who's right here, ladies and gentlemen? HS TikToky or Piers Morgan? Let me know in the comment section. It's your boy Benny.